Chuck Todd is NBC's political director and chief White House correspondent, and this morning he is mapping out the paths to victory for both President Obama and Governor Romney. Chuck, good morning to you.
Good morning, Savannah. I got my toys all ready to go.
Oh, good. We're going to run through some scenarios. You know, the first one is the situation with the candidates neck and neck nationally. The president, with a slight lead in key battleground states, sets up a scenario potentially where Governor Romney could win the popular vote but lose the Electoral College. Lay that out for us.
Well, the narrowest path here, and by the way, I have the large sort of potential battleground here, 10 states here. You'll watch these numbers above me change, and also we'll have a map in the foreground that'll change. But the very narrow path for the president means Pennsylvania stays where it is, Nevada stays in his column because of Hispanics, and then literally he just wins Wisconsin and Ohio, and that's it. He does it by one electoral vote, 271. This would mean all of these other states, all the southern states, Florida, North Carolina, Virginia, Colorado, Savannah, Iowa over here, and New Hampshire could all go to Mitt Romney, and he's short. That's the narrow path. That's the popular vote split, in my guess.
Okay, let's move on. We'll look at the comfortable path and the narrow path for each candidate. Let's start with the president. What's the best path? It's the best case scenario that's realistic for him on Tuesday night.
I think the best case scenario means he carries basically most of the swing states, Colorado, Virginia. You saw our poll with 1 point over here. Probably also Iowa. And then the difference between him getting over 300 electoral votes, Savannah, and under would be the state of New Hampshire, in my opinion. It'd be the difference between 303 and 299. I think Florida and North Carolina, at this point, probably end up in the Romney column, but both of those are close to.
Okay, but you have Ohio in the president's column in all of these scenarios.
That would already be there in this comfortable path for the president.
If you take out Ohio, what's the president's path to 270?
Well, without Ohio, as you can see, it is doable. But it's hard. It's unrealistic. The thing is, if you take Ohio out and he's at 281, he can afford to lose Wisconsin and Ohio if he somehow carried Virginia. This goes to Hillary Rosen's point. There are other ways for him to get to 271 that are not out of the realm. This one, for instance, would include Virginia.
Let's stay on Ohio for a moment. No Republican has won the White House without the state of Ohio. Show us how Romney could win first without Ohio.
Well, without Ohio, so let's put it back into that column over there. Let's give Romney, we keep him here with Florida, North Carolina, New Hampshire. We'll give him Colorado over here, and you give him Virginia, and that should do it right at 271. And of these states over here, this is to me, the key will be Wisconsin, right? That would be the real difference. That would be the real upset. It goes to the Midwest firewall. It's got to pick one of those off.
Well, as you know, the Romney campaign says they have enthusiasm, intensity on their side. Show us the big night for Governor Romney, what that would look like.
I think the big night, to be honest, would include Ohio and would include a Pennsylvania and would probably include Iowa. I don't think under any scenario Nevada makes it over to him. I think the ceiling for Mitt Romney is 315.
All right. We had another scenario prep for the 269 to 269
I can do it fast.
I know you're ready for it, but
let's do it fast.
Let's just hope it doesn't happen, Chuck, or maybe talk about it tomorrow.
All right, fair enough.
Reminder, NBC's election night coverage from right here in Democracy Plaza kicks off tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific time.